for always stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. So as you can already tell, I'm really different from how I usually appear here, and this is because today my twin friends decided to wear makeup for me, and I tried to actually make a video with the makeup on so you guys can see, but that video I didn't like it. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't know, I just felt like uncomfortable. Like, makeup makes me uncomfortable. I prefer my bare face. That's why you never see me wear makeup, or never interested. I didn't even know how to do jack shit. At first, when they saw me, they complained about my eyebrows. I was too full. I looked unladylike. I looked this, I looked that. So they shaped that for me, and then they decided to wear makeup. Long and short, I don't like how I look, and I did shoot a video with my makeup on earlier in the day, but I didn't like it. Right now, I want to take it off, and as I take it off, I want to give a review of the latest movie at the cinemas, titled The Woman King. Guys, that movie is superb. Like, I have no adjective to qualify the movie. I actually watched it a day after it was released. I really did look forward to it, and I watched it like immediately. And the next day it was released, and the same week I watched it again. That's to tell you how exciting and intriguing it was for me. I had to watch it the same week a second time. And first, I'm going to start by saying the storyline. So The Woman King is about a movie of an all-female group of warriors in Dahomey Kingdom who fought tirelessly to protect their honor, tirelessly against their enemies who violated their honor, enslaved their people, and threatened to destroy everything that they have ever worked for. I get a lot of people, I read a lot of reviews, maybe not a lot, but a few reviews that have said that the movie is a replica of the true events which happened in the, I think, the 15th century. I don't clearly remember now, but like dated back to the old centuries, where the people of Dahomey Kingdom enslaved their people. Like, they were into full-blown slave trade, right? Like, full-blown. And there was a time where they were advised by Nanasika. So Nanasika is a true she's like a real-life character. Yeah, she's a real-life character back then. She was the leader of the all-female warrior group, and then she advised the king to, instead of enslave their people and trade them for money, they should go into trading of palm oil. And while the king listened, for some time, they did not trade their people for money. They were trading palm oil. While he listened, it wasn't for long, because trading humans was more viable than the palm oil business that they tried to venture into at that time. So it wasn't so long before he resumed back to trading people for money. Honestly, I'm trying to see. The more I clean, the more powder, whatever, foundation. Honestly. And I'm cleaning so hard. I'm pressing this thing so hard. So I feel like it's not exactly the replica of the movie. I feel like I feel like these guys drew like an inspiration from the true events, right? Because in this movie, King Gezo listened to Nanasika. they actually stopped trading humans, and they stopped trading humans, started selling palm oil, and at last they defeated their enemies. That's the Oyo Kingdom. So I hope I'm coherent, because it feels like I'm paying more attention. So I'm just trying to show you guys what I look like when I'm on makeup, so that you guys understand why I don't like makeup. I don't think it fits me really. I don't think it just felt like I had something on my face. Like it felt like I had an additional burden, I don't know, on me. So I was not just comfortable. Yes, so as I was saying, presently both kingdoms exist. As you may or may not already know, the Oyo Kingdom is a Yoruba state in the southwestern part of Nigeria, and there are people that actually come from Oyo State. So Oyo Kingdom still very much exists. Then the Dahomey Kingdom has been changed. They no longer bear Dahomey. They now bear the People's Republic of Benin. When you hear people say Benin, I'm going to Benin. Cotonou, Benin, yeah. They were formerly Dahomey Kingdom, but now People's Republic of Benin, right? So the cast, those ladies, very beautiful. So we have so like this is the last wipes. So the cast, we have Viola Davis, who played the role of Nanasika, and as I earlier stated, Nanasika was the leader of the all-female group of warriors, right? So Nanasika's role was played by Viola Davis. King Gezo was the king of the Dahomey Kingdom. It was played by John Boyega. And the name of the Oba of the Oyo Empire was Obade. His name was Obade, and Obade was played by Jimmy Odukoya. You guys know the popular Jimmy Odukoya. I mean, all of these people are actually popular. Nani, I don't know Nani's real name, but Nani, Izogi was my favorite character, and then others. I also saw Angelique Kodijo. I think she was part of the chiefs of Dahomey Kingdom. I think so, because I didn't really hear her say much. She didn't really play an important or crucial role or a key role, right? So yeah. So for me, the climax, or no, before the climax, the twist for me was discovering that Nani was a child of Nanasika. So apparently, if you are a warrior, a female warrior, you cannot have husband, no husband, you can't bear children as well. But when Nanasika was still a young Agoje, so they call them Agoje, those female warriors, they are called Agojes. So when Nanasika was still a young Agoje, she was raped by Obade, right? Then Obade was not a king, he was also a warrior, an Oyo Empire warrior, right? So he raped Nanasika, and because you were not allowed to bear children or marry, she had to do something fast about the pregnancy. She didn't abort, she kept the child one way or the other, and then she gave the child to her friend, would I say her colleague, a fellow soldier, to do away with the child. But before then, she did leave an incision at the back of the child. So she cut the child open and buried what do I call it now? Cowrie, yes, cowrie or pearl inside the child's skin. So fast forward to when Nani grew up, that's the child. Her father wanted to give her out to a man, but The very first day she was going to meet the so-called husband, they had a fight. So the guy was, I think, controlling. Like, the scene was, we saw the man controlling her and asking, don't you talk to your husband, don't you this, and then the guy was shuffling her and and was handling her, and then she kicked the man, and out of annoyance, her dad now took her to the palace that is gifting her to the king as a female warrior, since she's not going to get married. So she got into the palace. Apparently the man is even a dad. The man's like a foster dad, because we found out that she was adopted by that man that she calls her dad. So we went to the orphanage to to get her, maybe when the child tried to have babies. So it was Nanasika that they got. When they got there, sorry, it was Nanny that they got. So when she got there, when she started living there, she was very, very fierce, very bold, very confident. She would talk back at Nanasika. Nanasika was the leader. She would talk back at Nanasika. She would question her, and then Nanasika just took interest in her, like, who is this girl? And then one thing led to another. Then remember the decision I told you she made when she was a child, so when she was still a baby. We found out that it was still there, and then it was revealed that she was a mother. So the climax for me was when Izogi died. I really felt bad. That scene was very tense. I really felt bad when Izogi died, because she was my best character. Very beautiful, funny, witty, lively, strong, confident. I really felt bad that she died. Yes, guys, so I think that's pretty much it. And the movie is a 9/10 for me. I would have said a 10, but for the fact that the Portuguese, that's like the people who were buying the slaves, they spoke their language. Portuguese spoke their language. The people of Dahomey spoke their language as well, but the guys from Oyo Empire, they were not allowed to speak Yoruba, and that begat a question, why, and then this particular review, this -1 review that I'm giving you, was made by my sister. So shout out to her, because I was just like, this movie is 100, it's a 10/10, and she was like, yeah, the movie is a 10/10, but I feel like they should have allowed the Oyo Kingdom guys, Oyo Empire guys, to speak their language. So yeah, on the second thought, I agree with her, and that's why I'm giving it -1, so 9/10 for me. Let me know in the comment section if you watched the movie, what you think about it. If you've not watched it, and by virtue of this, would you be going to see the movie? If you watched it, let me see. If you watched it, let me hear from you on the review, your comments. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? So guys, this is how I like and want my face to always be, and I've been able to get it. So see you guys some other time. I'm just going to wash off with water now, so that I can feel fresher, and I can feel my skin, I feel my face, I feel like how I like to feel. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for watching. See you guys some other time, and bye for now.